Welcome back to the motherfucking session. We're back with another episode. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is so important, especially, you know what I'm saying, when you hear people talk about, oh, crypto, crypto's not for me. I just don't know anything about crypto, so that's why I'm not in it. I tell people all the time, like, you don't have to download all the weird little different crypto exchanges that they have. Just download Coinbase, the simplest platform for cryptocurrency that you can use. You know what I'm saying? You can directly link your Apple Wallet or your debit card, bank account directly to your Coinbase and put in $10, $15, $20 towards Bitcoin, towards Ethereum, towards Bitcoin Cash, towards Shiba Inu, towards Floki, towards Mog Coin. There's so many different cryptocurrencies that, you can tap into. And basically what you want to do is just dollar cost average into your portfolio. That could be $5 a day. It could be $10 a day. You know what I'm saying? Some of you may make more than that. And could put in like, $25 to $30 a day. Let's say you gave yourself a $40 budget a day to put into crypto. Because let's say you're making about $150 a day. If you're putting in 40 a day in crypto, those numbers are going to add up. Not just the fact that you're saving money every single day, but by putting it in crypto and not selling it, you just keep your coins and you're just holding. Once the market cap on that coin that you bought goes up, and then the price of the coin goes up when you bought it at a low price, you're gonna make some serious gains. Like, shout out to Floki. I had about $290 worth of Floki, and now it's sitting at sitting at $1,700, but the market went down a little bit, so it had dropped to about $1,500, and then it went back to like $1,700, and then I only took like $60 out, because it was all profit. And then the market went down a little bit, and so it's sitting at like $1,300 or something. So last night, and now it's back at like $1,400. But $290, you know what I'm saying? Shot up just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cryptocurrency, you can make a lot of money in crypto, by just dollar cost averaging. Put in what you can afford, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about it like this. Everybody ain't disciplined, Let's say let's say you got food at home, right? But you feel like, oh, I want to go to Chick-fil-A and I want to get the large #1 with a large waffle fry in a drink. You know what I'm saying? So you spend about $18 to $20 on a meal, you know what I'm saying? Because you had to get a milkshake too. Let's say you spend about $18, $20 on a meal when you could have ate at home. It's about being disciplined, Eat at home. Take that $20 that you were going to go fuck off on some fast food and go buy some Bitcoin, $20 worth of Bitcoin or $20 worth of Shiba Inu, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to invest in those cryptos, I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying? Go on the Coinbase, go on the websites, and you know what I'm saying? Look at different coins, look at the description of those coins, you know what I'm saying? Go to that coin's website and look at the utility, if it has any, just look at the project, and if you feel like it's worthy enough to invest in, start investing. Some of you go out every weekend to the clubs, and you're spending $12 to $15 per shot y'all drinking, you know what I'm saying, at the club. That's some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Some bullshit that's alcohol, that's watered down. Some of you are spending hundreds of dollars at the club every weekend when you could be putting in hundreds of that, you know, into crypto. Dollar cost average into it. You don't gotta blow the whole, you know, whatever your budget is on some crypto, but you can be like, you know what, I'm not going out this weekend, and dollar cost average into that cryptocurrency. Everything's about discipline and, you know, mindset. Some of you people be tricking out here. Cut it out. Cut it out. You don't need to do that, you know. Dollar cost average into that crypto. Now, some people, you know, that feel like, oh, I make good money. I don't, you know, I'm comfortable with my life. I don't need cryptocurrency. Well, I mean, if you feel that way, I guess, but just know that the way the world is headed, cryptocurrency is the future, you know. There's going to be a point in time when the US dollar is not really going to be tangible. That could be 20 years from now. You know, it could be 10 years from now. We don't necessarily know. But what we do know is, here in America, if I want to send some money to somebody that's in Japan right now, and I'm trying to do it through a bank account, I got to call up the bank. I got to get authorization. I have to sign forms. Oh, who's the money going to? Oh, what are they got to sign forms. They got to get their shit authorized on their end. Bro, it's my money. But it isn't your money if it's just sitting in the bank. Now, if you own Bitcoin or, you know, a different type of currency that's on the blockchain or base chain, you know what I'm saying? You can send that. I can send that cryptocurrency. I can send $1 million to the homie in Japan right now, and he'll get that shit within 10 minutes. We didn't have to call up the bank. We didn't have to get authorization to send my money. You know what I'm saying? Crypto is the future, and people don't really understand that. Just like Bitcoin Cash is like the #1 currency in South Africa right now. You know what I'm saying? Cryptocurrency isn't a United States thing. It's a global thing all around the world, you know. So cryptocurrency is the future. And so even if you feel like you make good money, that's all the more reason to dollar cost average. You know, you could be putting your money just in USD. You don't have to have it sitting in the bank account where you're not even getting 1% back on your money. If you got it in USD, you know, you can get an annual percentage of, like, bare minimum, like 4.5% on your money back. Why have it in the bank account, you know? Like, yeah, you can still have money in your bank account, but you can dollar cost average into just some regular USD. You know what I'm saying? Let that money grow. And then you could get a Coinbase card and, you know, have your money in USD. And then when you need to make some purchases, you can do that and get cash back on your purchases as well, on top of building interest on your money. You're not going to really be able to do that in a bank account. So dollar cost averaging, you don't have to be rich to do it. If you're broke, you can definitely dollar cost average. And, you know, if you're broke and on government assistance, you really have no excuse. Because if you get an income every single month and you ain't even working, what are you spending your money on? Are you spending too much money on this? Are you an alcoholic? Are you doing other drugs? Are you gambling? You know, going to the casino and spending money at the casino? Because that's stupid. You know, what are you doing with your money? Are you buying a bunch of little video games, buying shark cards and buying Fortnite coins and 2K tokens? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing with our money? You know what I'm saying? Are you spending too much money on the bitch? Like, what are we doing with our funds? You know, some of us just like, oh, I want to have a good time. You know, some of us are buying vacation, traveling. And then some of us just have a whole lot of bills. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are investing in a bunch of different businesses, trying to just make anything happen. But it's like, you're moving too fast. You're putting money here, there. You got a bunch of different subscriptions that you don't use, that the money is just accumulating. You could be putting some of that into crypto, dollar cost averaging into crypto. And then you gotta be dollar cost averaging, and you're on a routine dollar cost averaging. You're not even thinking about it. And then one day you wake up and your coin that has about $1,000 in it just shot up to 80 grand. And now you got 80,000 just like that, boom. And it's like, wow, we came up. And then when you reach a number like that, say like if you had 1,000 on a certain coin and it shoots up to 80,000, if you've never seen that kind of money, of course I would expect you to sell a good portion of that and take home some profits, of course. But like, if you're just up 1,000, 1,500, would you really pull that out? Or would you leave it in there hoping that, it shoots all the way up? Now, if you need the money and you come up on some gains, by all means, if you need to sell, do what you have to do. But when we're dollar cost averaging in, and that money ain't affecting us, we'll keep it in there. It's kind of why I left Floki in there, you know what I'm saying? $1,700 gain, cool. But, you just leave it in there, because pulling out $1,700 isn't gonna, it's not gonna do anything for me, What, am I gonna pay some bills with that? Like, no, I'm gonna work and use the money I work for to pay bills, and then I'm gonna continue to dollar cost average that leftover change into the crypto market so that we can make some real gains, some life-changing money. That's when it's time to pull out and sell, When you see life-changing money in your crypto balance, that's when you can pull some funds out and be like, all right, we just made some money. Let's pull some out, We gotta be smart about how we maneuver in the crypto space. But it doesn't really matter what kind of job you have. You can literally be doing anything. Like, when I lost my job back in March, I was doing loss prevention, and I lost my job for a couple of reasons. I have kids, and one of the reasons was, I had to call off work to help with the kids and things like that. I'm not gonna get into that situation, but that was just one of the reasons. That was part of the reason. Another reason, loss prevention can get very tricky. So it was a situation where there were five ghetto little high school kids, that thought they were tough little gang members or something. I don't know what they thought, but they were trying to steal in the store. They were being disrespectful in the store, doing too much. Long story short, those 5 kids tried to jump me. They couldn't do it, obviously, because they don't know who I am, right? 6'7", boxer, athletic as fuck. Know a little bit of kung fu, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't happening. But long story short, job let me go. And it's cool because, we're having some court cases come up real soon for, wrongful termination, basically. So, hey, I really don't care, because I could be getting a check, but we're not going to speak on that yet, because, we still got trial and evaluations and things we got to go through for that process. And then also, I was doing like low voltage work. So those of you who, so low voltage is not, oh, you're an electrician? No, low voltage, Electrician is electrician, dealing with high voltage and shit like that. You know, low voltage, you're just a low voltage technician. You deal with low voltage, you know, not necessarily electricity. So you're not an electrician if you do low voltage. Low voltage, you mess with Cat 5 cable, stuff like that. So doing that, but it's like that's not really a consistent everyday thing because you can get work whenever. So we got that going on. And then obviously we box. We've had 4 professional fights. No amateur experience, by the way. No coach. Do everything myself. Had 4 pro fights. 1-3. I don't really give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm 1-3, and I feel like I got another 30 fights in me, you know what I'm saying? I got another 30 pro fights in me. So we're just really getting started with the boxing in that sense, you know. So I'm excited, you know. No coach. So what would that leave me in the boxing world? Would you call me a journeyman? I mean, if that's what you want to label it, it is what it is. It doesn't affect me. Like, people's opinion on whatever they want to have an opinion on, it has no effect on me because it's your opinion. It's not fact, you know. Nothing you say, you know, will really affect me. Like, your thoughts have no correlation to my mind. So it really doesn't matter, you know, in that sense. But we got a lot of things that we're working on, you know, and I'm not rich yet. I'm still grinding, still doing my thing. But guess what? I'm dollar cost averaging into crypto, you know. It's not about, oh, I just don't have time to do that, this and that, because it's not a time thing, bro. It takes a few seconds. All these parks all these parks in this parking lot, and a car wants to pull up right next to me. That's what they do, though, you know what I'm saying? They see, you know what I'm saying, they see your car, they see you parked away from people, and they want to pull up right fucking next to you. It's good, though. My windows are black as shit, so you can't even see in my car. So yeah, I don't know what that lady's doing in the car. She's sitting here playing with herself. But dollar cost average. You want a dollar cost average into everything you do, you know? Everything you do in the crypto space, I just recommend dollar cost averaging, because, like, there may be a coin that's dirt cheap, like billionth of a cent, you know? There's plenty of stories where people invested $5 and then came back with like 350,000. It can happen, you know? So if you're dollar cost averaging and you feel like, oh, well, I got a few dollars to, you know, play around, maybe you throw it into some random coin, you know what I'm saying, that where the price is just so low on it, you know what I'm saying? You throw $5 on it and now you get a few million coins, right? But if that market cap for that coin shoots up and the price becomes very high and you got a few million coins, well, now, you know what I'm saying, you might have just made a few thousand, depending on where the coin's at, off of those couple dollars that you put in. So, like, there's massive returns that happen all the time on crypto. So just that being, yeah, this bitch can barely even open her door, bro. It's like, why would you park right here? It doesn't make any sense. But hey, that's people for you. But anyway, back to the dollar cost averaging. You want a dollar cost averaging into everything you do. That way, you know what I'm saying, you're not really taking a loss. It's only room for gain. You know, because you're slowly, continually to build up your wealth, your revenue, your, you know, your purchasing power. All that shit comes into play when you're dollar cost averaging into the cryptocurrency. This is the session, and I hope y'all are, you know, using a beautiful raw paper if you are token up this morning. Today is Wednesday. Look at the timestamp in the description. You know what I'm saying? These are real-time videos. It's probably around like 8:30 in the morning right now. But yeah, you know, You want a dollar cost average into the crypto. And like I said, if you don't know anything about crypto, if you download Coinbase, they will pay you to learn about crypto. And it'll only take like 5 to 10 minutes, if that. And you can get like $40 to $50. You know, $40 to $50 on whatever coins, you know, they are teaching you about. And then each value of whatever coin that you done learned about, you can swap it and trade it all for USD. And then once you have all that in USD, you can withdraw it to your bank account if you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You can just make a quick $40, $50 off Coinbase today without putting in any money. Or you can take that $40 to $50 and start, you know, putting it into other little cryptos, you know, or keep the money in the coins that you learned about. You got options, but you got money now. And there's free money literally waiting on you on Coinbase. What are we doing? There's really no excuse. It's just, you know, if you don't have Coinbase, yeah, put it like that. Even if you're already in the crypto and you just don't have Coinbase, if you're not downloading Coinbase and getting a free $40, $50 just by learning about some crypto, you're just being lazy. It's free money. It'll only take you not even 10 minutes to make $40 to $50. But you're going to go clock in at a job getting 16, 17 an hour that you hate, doing bullshit to make what? Come on now. The money is right there. The money is right there, you know. This ain't no affiliate. This isn't no affiliate thing for Coinbase. You know, they're not paying me to promote them and put them on. I'm just letting y'all know because it's free money, $40 to $50 on Coinbase. Why not just run it up? You know what I'm saying? I don't need a dime from Coinbase to, you know what I'm saying, promote a good product. You know, they don't gotta pay me shit. I'm gonna promote it because it's a good product, and guess what? You can make millions off Coinbase just by dollar cost averaging into the crypto. But you can get a free $40, $50 by learning some information that they're giving out for free. Why wouldn't I tell y'all and put y'all on, you know? I'm not gonna gatekeep the information. Like, oh no, this is my $40, $50. Like, no, I'm not gonna gatekeep the information. Like, if y'all could benefit off of it, I'm gonna let y'all know. And y'all can most definitely benefit off of it, you know? It's like I literally told one of the homies yesterday. He was like, oh, well, I don't know anything about crypto, so you're saying all this, and it's just like, ugh. I'm like, okay, we'll just download Coinbase, and they'll pay you to learn for free. All it'll take you is 5 to 10 minutes. Guarantee you, bro, did not download Coinbase. But hey, that's another thing. You can tell people, like, you can even refer them this video and be like, hey, if you can make some money. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, okay. But then when they see you pulling up in that, that Rolls Royce, or they see you pulling up in that McLaren, or just pulling up in some crazy shit, they'll be like, what are you doing? Or how'd you do that? Or how'd you be able to get this? You already told them what to do. But they didn't want to listen. But now they see you shining, and now they got the thinking caps on. They're ready to receive some information, but you already gave them that information. So if you want to get ahead of the curve, start dollar cost averaging into the crypto. This video today is sponsored by Coco Colada. And that is the weed we are smoking, Coco Colada, you know. This is the sponsor of the day because without this weed, this video probably would not have been made on this channel today, you know. Because this is a smoking channel, we gotta partake in the Droski. So that's what we're doing today. Well, that's not what we're doing today. It's what we're doing right now. as I'm waiting for an Instacart order, I've been looking at the phone too nonstop. Just, is the order gonna pop up yet? But that it's usually like that sometimes, real early. It's either here or there. Either you'll get a bunch of orders in the morning, or you won't. But usually, if you're sitting at like the store and you've been here for a minute, they'll throw some big shit at you. So it'll basically, compensate you for your time that you were sitting. And then other days, as soon as you press the online button, you got orders popping up on the screen like boop, 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 boop. So, it's either here or there. But, we're not just sitting here doing nothing. We got a video in for you guys, Hopefully some of y'all download Coinbase and make some money today. Some free money. You know what I'm saying? So like all my people that do the self-employment, as far as like DoorDash, Instacart, GoShare, Uber Eats, fucking, what else is there? There's a couple other ones on there. If y'all do the self-employment thing, you definitely can be dollar cost averaging in crypto, especially if you're an Instacarter, because you can literally, let's say you do a $40 order, took you 30 minutes to do it. You did that $40 order. Well, as soon as you complete the order, you can cash out the money that Instacart paid you, for the tips. If you got like a nice tip, you gotta wait 2 hours. That's it. And then you can cash out the tips, because customers got 2 hours to decrease a tip, and then after 2 hours, they can no longer decrease that tip after you delivered that order. And they also have up to 7 days to increase your tip. You know what I'm saying? So, you can open your account. Somebody might have been generous and, you know what? I like the way they bagged my items, or I like the way how nice they were when they delivered my item. Let me go ahead and give them an extra tip. You know what I'm saying? They can do that too on Instacart. But Instacart, you literally get paid every day. You can cash out every day. You don't have to wait a week to get paid. You can cash out every day. And literally, let's say I do 3 orders, and they're big orders, and I make like $100. I literally cash out and receive that money literally within 90 seconds. The money's in my bank account. And I use Chase, so basically you just cash out to the debit card, and I pay like 20 cents. Who cares, bro? 20 cents is nothing. Pay like 20 cents, and then boom, instant delivery to my checking account. So if you're doing like Instacart and things like that, you can definitely dollar cost average into crypto. You know what I'm saying? Calculate you know what I'm saying? You gotta calculate your spreadsheet. Like, all right, these are my bills for the month, yada, yada, yada. This is the number. We're gonna make this. And so once we make this, we'll have this left over. What do you do with that? Like, what do you do with the shit that's left over, after paying all your bills? Are you celebrating? Are you putting it in the bank account to try to save? Are you going to get a nice dinner? Are you, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you treating yourself? What are you doing with that extra money? Or, let's say you're just, I'm basically just paycheck to paycheck. The money I make goes towards bills and I have nothing left. Okay, I can understand that too. But there are certain times when you're living like that, some random shit comes up and you gotta pay for this and pay for that. Things that weren't in your plans. And you still made it through, right? Well, if you can still make it through, every couple days you can put in $5, $10, because it'll give you that discipline, and then also it'll be like, okay, I just need to go a little bit harder. I need to put a little extra time in. Maybe I don't go home and sit on Netflix for 2-3 hours. Why don't I work an extra hour? Oh, I don't need to spend money on that. Let me chill out. Let me throw a few dollars on the market right now. Let me throw a few dollars into Based Pepe. You know what I'm saying? I just get y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're 30 minutes in, so I'm going to give y'all one of the cryptos I'm pouring into right now that's going to explode. Based Pepe. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Free game. But listen. Millionaires are going to be made. You know? Everybody not going to be a millionaire, though, because everybody don't have the same discipline and everybody don't listen. So there's going to be some people that watch this video and they're going to go about their day. You know what I'm saying? They're going to forget they even seen this shit. They ain't going to download Coinbase. They ain't going to hop on crypto. They might download crypto in the future, though, when they hear some people made some millions or they made 6+ figures, and they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I know about crypto. Yeah, let me download that now. All right, bro. You know, but for the folks that do listen and watch this video today, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're already in the crypto space and you feel like, oh, I already know a good amount, that's fine. Start dollar cost averaging into that crypto and see what it do for you. Some of y'all are throwing in too much money into crypto and y'all stressing out because y'all shouldn't have put that money in there because you know you need it. You know what I'm saying? You got bills to pay, you got kids, you got other things that you got to invest in. If you just throwing a few dollars in the market, you don't need that money. You just gonna throw that few dollars on a cheeseburger. Throw that shit into crypto and get consistent. Get consistent dollar cost averaging, and you'll see what it does for you. You'll see what it does. Your account, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be looking at that shit. You're gonna be checking it every week and be like, okay, this shit just increasing. You know what I'm saying? Our account is increasing every month, every week. And then, you know, that money is not like, oh, I need this money. I put too much in. You know what I'm saying? When you put too much money in and you see the market go down, you looking at your shit like, man, what's going on? Like, you getting antsy. Like, that's why when you dollar cost average in, you're not worried about, you know what I'm saying? You're not worried about little small chippies because you know that's just the market doing what it does. And you see it down one day and then you see it's up the next day. Like, you're going to be able to actually see how the market moves. And by dollar cost averaging in, you know what I'm saying, you checking the cryptos, you're learning. You know, it's a learning process. You might see that, oh shit, well, we actually made about $200 of profit today off this coin. And then, you know what I'm saying, you could be like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna take $30, $40 off this. You know what I'm saying? And now you're just eating off a bunch of different little cryptos. And now you can make $100, $200 a day off the crypto that you have. But, you know, that's another story. I got an Instacart order that's popped up on the screen, so I'm gonna end this shit here and see what this video talking about. But dollar cost average, and I'm telling y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all can get to where y'all want to get to. This is the session. ColdSeason.com for all merch. Hey, have a blessed day. Talk to God about it. Pray about it. I love y'all. ColdSeason.com for all merch. This is the session. Hey, J2 Cold. I'm gonna tap in with y'all later.